Welcome to What the F***. It's like Arrested Development, if by development you mean suspects. Let's get a preview of tonight's show from Timothy Walton in our legal department. Timothy, what do we have in store for tonight's show?
Thank you, Jim. On tonight's show, we will discuss what your name says about you and how it affects your career, which appears certain by middle school and over by age 35. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Timothy. We'll see you at the end of the show. Hey, what has 8 arms, 8 legs, 4 brains, and 2 sets each of male and female reproductive genitalia? No, it's not hermaphrodite Siamese quadruplets. It's our panel. Starting with the far chair, it's mentally healthy professional Nan Miller. She's so nice, dominatrixes consider her an occupational hazard. In the middle chair, it's programmer Kate Swanson. She's so charming that Hatfields and McCoy stop feuding every time she's in town. You really should go back. In between them, he's the director of KMVT Sports, Bobby Chastain. If high school sports was therapy, crazy people would do him weekly and in groups. Finally, sitting next to me because he forgot to get the restraining order, it's attorney at law Mel Patterson. If brilliant legal analysis was a lap dance, strippers would do him for a living. Issue number 1, can your name determine your fortune and fame? Let's see here. Oh, the phenomenon known as nominative determinism posits that names correlate strongly with a number of life choices and outcomes. Examples include the name letter effect. If your name is Anna, you're more likely to drive an Audi than a Toyota, and if you live in Atherton rather than Tiburon. Another facet affects your self-esteem. If you like your name, you're more likely to have higher self-esteem. Or if you're a baseball player and your first name starts with the letter K, you're more likely to strike out. Am I right, Kyle?
Check this out. Hey, that's good right there.
Go. Got this. Ooh.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Keep it going.
Whoa. That is crazy.
Throw me another one. All right.
Yeah, Kyle. Nice way to show me up. Anyways. All right. Hey, Nan. Now, you have an unusual name. Are you buying this or not?
I'm totally buying it. Actually, I have the option of having 2 names, Nan or Nancy.
Okay.
So depending on the circumstance, it does make a difference.
Okay. So, and what does your name then say? What do you think your name says about you?
Well, Nancy comes from mid-century America, so you might guess an age based upon that fact. Or Nan is a little more diverse, so I can kind of use that when I want to be 30.
You want to be 30?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, but are you happy with your name?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't wish that your parents named you something else?
No, it was that or Marilyn. So yeah, thanks for the Nancy.
All right. All right. Kate, I assume which is your real name. Are you buying this or not?
I'm buying it because, as they mentioned in the article, my name starts with a K, and I'm really horrible at hitting baseballs.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
that why you
a
don't
lot
have
of
a baseball
strikeouts. That was the reason. It's the name.
Okay. Okay, but what do you think your name says about you then?
Short and to the point.
Okay. Really? Okay. I never would have. Okay, but hey, Bobby, what's your take?
I think I agree. I think there's something to it, but I think they take it a little too far. They're saying that kids their names start with like D or F are going to get worse grades than kids with A or B.
What did you get?
Well, my name is Bobby Chastain, and
Yes. What were your grades?
that aside, if somebody has the last name F, I mean they're gonna fail. Why don't they just do like faux show good at school? You know, they take it a little too far, and I think there's an inherent danger if people buy into this, which is everyone's gonna name their kid, Millionaire Joe or something.
Okay. Right. So what do you think your name says about you?
This is my dad's name.
All right, but
He wanted to name me some really hippie name, and I think my mom just put it on the birth certificate real quick.
Just
so
so you know.
This is my dad's name.
okay. What did your dad want to name you?
Mibum or Benjamin X.
X. Okay.
Yeah.
Well. Okay. So I can infer many things from that.
What?
Well, your father's political preferences for one. I don't know what Mibum is, but
It's the guy on the sign, the road sign that's crossing the street. That was his name. That's my dad decided that was his name.
okay. Are you glad that you didn't get those?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you imagine? I mean, you didn't. So
I changed my name. I didn't change my name. I went by Bob when I was younger, and then I got to a certain age and I decided to go with Bobby. And according to that article, the E sound is more effeminate, I guess. So I don't know what.
are you buying that?
No, hope not.
Mel, what are you okay with your name?
I'm certainly hoping that it's not true, but because then, parents would have to be a lot more creative about the way they name their kids, and
You mean as opposed to now where they're all boring?
Oh
right?
yeah. Melvin, how boring can that be? I mean,
Well, you have a child.
I do.
Do you regret the name you gave her?
No, but the name I gave her had nothing to do with whether she was going to be a success in life. I gave her that name because I'm a big fan of Greek mythology. So,
Okay.
I'm sorry, what the name was?
Oh, Ariana.
Were there other names you were thinking of giving her,
Yes.
such as?
You don't want to know.
Why not?
Well, because she hates the idea of my giving her these names, but we considered Storm, Tempest. I considered Cassiopeia.
Okay. And are you glad? Or is she glad that she got the name given those choices?
Given those choices, yes.
Okay. So I don't know if any of you have kids, but knowing this, would that change how you would name children if you had any, or were you about to name any?
Yeah, I was going to name my daughters Luxurious and Overly just because I like the way they sound.
Okay.
Clearly not now.
So you'll pick more conventional names then?
Yeah, definitely more conventional. I mean, you name a kid Ryder, and you might as well be naming them Wayward Hippie.
Wayward hippie. Yeah, that's true. Kate, you have kids?
I do have kids. I have Elise and Rush.
Okay. And are you okay with? Is there a reason why? Is there a way that you pick the names?
Elise, I just found in a book, and I thought of the song for Elise.
Okay.
And then Rush is a family name. So.
Okay.
Is he always in a hurry?
He's no. He's goes against type.
Opposite of a hurry.
So
Yeah.
there you go. Nothing to this.
What's
Oh,
in
you're
the
right.
name?
Nothing to it. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So, okay. So, but would you know But what do you think of the Chris Rock theory of naming daughters?
I don't know his daughter's name.
Well, no. Your job as a father, under Chris Rock's analysis, is to keep your daughters off the pole by 18. Right? Are you
Yes.
familiar with that? Okay.
We've tried hard to do
So
that.
don't name your daughter after any food, spice, or any city south of Mason-Dixon line. Do
Yeah.
you think that would be sage advice?
Yes.
Sage.
Sage. Okay.
I think
Good name there.
Storm would have been bad for that.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
polls are you trying to keep these daughters on?
The ones you were at last night. Anyway. Issue number 2. If your name is trendy, will your career be dead-endy? That terrible rhyme. A survey of office workers from OfficeBroker.com finds that 1 in 8 young workers fear their name stops them from climbing the corporate ladder or even getting a job in the first place. It showed that people with modern names such as Wayne and Kaylee were losing out to those with conventional ones such as John and Rachel. For more, we turn to KMVT's summer intern Chip. Chip, your thoughts?
Wow.
I want his job.
You know what? And he still can get a job with Cirque du Soleil despite that audition thing. You know. Anyways. Hey Bobby, you have a very successful career that people would envy. Are you buying this or not?
That you stop. Yeah, no, I buy it. I think you get older and get sort of caught in your ways. You want certainty, and you kind of want a routine and all that. And then in the article it said that a lot of it had to do with having kids. I don't have kids, but I can imagine, I'd have completely dead eyes at that point.
Oh, all right. No, so you think that because you have a more conventional name rather than being named Benjamin X or Midden, that your career has achieved the trajectory that it has?
I don't know. That's a pretty plain name, isn't it? Bob or Bobby? I don't,
Yeah. But as opposed to being named Midden or
Oh,
Midden or-
yeah. Oh, I hope not. This is very similar to the last one. I think the guy who they talked to that was complaining about it probably could blame it on something else. He's probably just a jerk. I mean, his name was Kyle, so how could he not be?
That's true. All right, Mel, you're a high-powered attorney. What do you think?
certainly had nothing to do with my name.
Right.
That's for sure.
Okay. Well, do you think if you had another name, it would have held you back? Like if they named you Malcolm X or something like that?
No, but I suppose that there are some names, like if I'd been named Osama, that probably would have held me back.
Right.
You know, there are some names that are.
Yeah, but your name's not weird, is it? Storm.
I like Storm. Thank you.
I like Storm.
Yeah, go with it. You know. Now you shorten your name. Do you shorten your name professionally as well as personally?
I go with the flow. Sometimes people don't hear Nan. They like the C. They like the I.
Okay.
Nancy. It's clear.
Does your name help you in your career as a mentally healthy professional?
Yes, totally.
Okay.
Yes.
If you had another name, do you think it would hold you back?
Debbie probably would have held me back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you think of any others?
Marilyn, Susie.
Right.
Yeah, forget about it.
Any food, spice, city, south of Mason-Dixon line? I would throw in if they named you after any luxury car brand name, like Mercedes, Porsche, Lexus. That would hold you back.
Autumn.
Autumn. Right?
Yeah, no.
Right.
Those are hooker names.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Very good, Mel. Very good. he's catching on.
That's right.
Tiffany. No,
Well, I
there
thought
you
it was
go.
interesting that Mel said that the name Osama would hold him back, but you know, I guess his only first names, but Obama was, you know, nothing held him back, right?
He always went by Barry.
He was Barry.
Yeah,
He was Barry.
That's right.
Barry.
Barry.
That's right.
He originally went by
Yeah.
Barry.
So there
that's
you
right.
go. He had to change, and he took the good path.
Yeah.
Kate, do you find that your name helps you or hinders you in the job of a program manager?
It seems pretty good. I mean, it's not too girly. It's not a hooker name. So I think it's worked so far.
It could be.
Kate, really?
Yeah, I don't
Can
know.
you think of any bad names?
Kiss me, Kate.
Can you think of any bad
yeah.
names for a woman in the programming field?
Bug.
Crash.
You know, ladybug.
Crash.
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 Yeah. Storm, maybe not so good.
or any stripper name, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, there you go. Well, what about city names like Houston or Tampa or Dallas?
No, Dallas would be bad.
Dallas would be bad.
Yeah. Houston, you know, sounds a little, you know, authoritative. You think oil, you know, rich, powerful.
You would
men.
always hear the joke about how you have a problem, though, anytime you messed up. You know, if that was your
Oh,
name,
Houston. Yeah.
Houston,
you're
we
right.
have a problem.
Good
That
point.
is
Good
good.
point.
So-
I'm well named then.
All right. So again, you know, see here. Hey, Mel, you're the lawyer, right? With the 9 seconds. Oh, we got out of time. I'll save it for later.
Thanks.
All right, we're on our first break. No, I don't think the names of your private parts counts. Oh, sorry. Oh, we're back. Hey, issue number 3. If you want to be cool, should you look at your grades in junior high school? A study from Vanderbilt University, Go Volunteers, has discovered that early spatial ability, the skill required to mentally manipulate 2D and 3D objects, predicts the development of new learning and innovation abilities, especially in the areas of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The study revealed that participants' mathematical and verbal reasoning scores on the SAT at the age of 13 predicted their likelihood of producing scholarly publications and patents 30 years later. But spatial ability at the same age yielded additional predictive power, which researchers said suggests that early spatial ability contributes in a unique way to later creative and scholarly results. For more, we turn to the Crittenden Middle School Remedial Science and Math Group. Girls, your reaction? Yeah, why is the remedial club at Crittenden Middle School only girls? Yeah, so they didn't seem to take it that well. But hey, Kate, middle school tests predict future sex scores. Buying this or not?
You know, I think middle school test scores probably predict high school test scores, which probably predicts what college you get into. So, you know.
Okay, so you're kind of buying this, and that's the
Kind
reason
of.
you're buying it.
Well, just because if you're a good student, you know, hopefully you don't quit when you're 16. And, you know.
Well, wait, don't you know students who were really good in elementary school and then flamed out at middle school?
I think middle school's too soon to flame out. I think it happens later.
Actually, I knew a couple. But did you notice people who really did well in middle school and flamed out in high school?
Well, that's true.
There you go.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a tough year.
All right. Did you have really good SAT scores at 13?
Who takes the SAT at 13?
I don't know, but
I
apparently these
didn't even
people-
know how there were any of these cases.
They may mean the PSAT.
Well, maybe at 13,
Practice.
really?
Yeah, I don't know. Practice.
They're practicing.
maybe.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, Nan, are you buying this?
Yeah, I am buying it.
Did you have awesome scores in middle school?
Oh yeah, totally.
Or you're a valedictorian?
Actually, no, I'm an artist. So that tells you something right there. Yeah. I sing, I dance. Yeah, math, not my thing.
Okay, but they also said it had had predictive powers in other areas such as creative pursuits, which of course you are part of, right? Did you have awesome grades in middle school?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you don't want me to press any further. Gotcha. All right.
Actually, I don't remember, but that's okay.
Bobby, you deal with middle schoolers a lot. What's your take on this?
I think by the time you're in middle school, you're not a formed person, but I think you're definitely on your way. So any aptitudes you have are going to be apparent by then.
Have you seen any future geniuses recently?
No. I've seen a lot of artists.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Artists rule.
Middle school kids are great. They are struggling. You know, if they were tested for awkwardness and all that, they'd score very high. So they fix that stuff. So I think that you don't necessarily you're not set on a path by middle school. I think you can develop other interests and aptitudes after the fact.
That's what you're telling yourself, right? that's what your parents told you, right?
Yeah, I flamed out shortly after middle school.
Oh, okay.
And became an artist.
Thank you.
Started to do the goth look.
No, I never did the goth look, and I like art. I'm not very good at it.
Oh, okay. All right, Mel. So you're a high level success. You were valedictorian of your middle school, right?
I did really well in middle school, yes. I flamed out in high school, though, and then I took off again in college.
See, right. So you tend to believe this, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I don't think no, because I don't think middle school tends to be a predictor of how you'll do in high school. Or middle.
No, not middle school. Just your test scores.
I don't think my test scores were predictive either, because I did really well in middle school on my test scores.
And you're not doing well now?
In high school, I flamed out.
No, but as an adult.
But as an adult, well, it's kind of like this,
right.
So I did well in college and law school.
Okay. All right. But you did well in middle school. Ergo, you did well later.
Yes, I did well in middle school, but I don't think that's necessarily a predictor.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
Issue number 4. Does ambition fail to gauge when you hit middle age? God, I totally messed that up. A study by the Families and Work Institute, love their erotic magazines, finds that workers lose their ambition at the age of 35. And at that age, men and women no longer compete with their colleagues for promotions, nor seek greater responsibility at work. Shocker. The drive never recovers throughout the working life, though the speed of decline slows for women when they reach retirement age, and just in time too, I might add. What could cause people to lose their work ambition? Perhaps something like this.
Hey, Brantley. I got you good. Go for it.
Yeah, boss, I can't come into the office today. I'm vacuum cleaning my kids. Hey, Mel, as a type A go-getting type of lawyer, you buying this or not? Lose your ambition at age 35?
Depends on what your ambition is. I mean,
Climb up the corporate ladder, apparently. Not to have a full life, just to climb up the corporate ladder.
I don't think you lose it by 35. Most people haven't reached the first rung by 35.
Well, in this economy, you're probably right. But so you're not buying this at all?
No.
All right, and the reason is because people haven't started climbing the ladder at 35.
Well, I think these days the ladder is a lot harder to climb.
Okay, all right. Nan, what's your take on this? You buying this or not? Flame out at 35.
Well, as a chronic underachiever myself, and a county employee. So there you go. There's a glass ceiling. I don't care about it. So, but I think having young kids would kind of suck the life right out of you. So
Suck
not
the
that
life right out of you, or just
Yeah.
give you a different perspective on life?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Move to Europe. Have a nice time.
Okay. Hey, Bobby, is this something that you can look forward to, or something you dread?
Getting older?
No, hitting 35.
Oh yeah, that'll be a horrible day.
Okay.
30 is, or yeah, 40 is the new 30, says the 40-year-old, right? I mean,
Right.
But I think Mel made a good point, which is it depends on what your ambition is. I think as you get older, I think your priorities shift, and if you have a family, you're going to be more, you want to get back to them, and work just becomes just a grind it out kind of thing.
But that actually tends to back up the study, right? Because the thing is, it's your ambition at work. So if you hit a certain age, then your priorities change.
Absolutely, and it's all buying.
Okay.
To put it in two terms.
Okay. So Kate, you're a programmer. You have kids. Did you observe this in your life?
Yeah, actually I was going for a master's degree in my early 30s, and I had kids, and I was trying to get to the soccer game, and I thought, okay, something has to give. I'm doing too much. So obviously it was.
You gave up the kids? That was just get enough.
I tried to get Nan to take it, but she wouldn't do
Did you
it.
console them on eBay?
I'm sure Nan is a great nanny, according to
Yes,
Names
yes.
are indicative. There you go.
Yeah.
Sleep until noon.
Yeah, so I dropped out of the master's program and
Okay.
just
All right.
relaxed.
Let's see here. Yeah, if you're a business and you observe and you believe this, how would a business How would you imagine a business could take advantage or adapt to this? I'll just throw it out to the table.
Well, I think they pay
Hire
the
people
older-
over 35.
Childcare.
Childcare.
Childcare would be good.
Or hire people over 35.
That's
Anything
right.
else?
But you go with the younger people who are ambitious and not just slogging through.
Oh, so you're going to form a new company, Logan's Run IT
There'll be old companies, young
No,
companies.
as a labor lawyer, you know that you can fire people under the age of 35 because when does the age discrimination law kick in?
Well, 40, you're thinking about 40, but
Yeah.
but there's just a presumption there.
There you go.
You know.
Okay.
Don't go work for Google.
Go. That's Logan's Run.
That's right.
IT service.
That's right.
But let's see
Yeah.
here. Can I think of any other questions to ask you guys, or did you guys just blow me over? Well, okay. Well, oh, that's right. I got 15 seconds. I'll just end early. On to our second break. And we are back from our second break. Hey, for anybody who wants to send us any questions or comments, our information on email and Twitter is below somewhere here. No, I'm not pointing to the graphic, not to my anatomy. Anyway, we are at the fact-checking segment of our show. This is where we find out where we went wrong during the course of the show. And for that, we join Timothy Walton, our legal department. Hey, Timothy, how did we do today?
Well, Jim, there are a number of misstatements that I need to clear up, particularly for the sake of avoiding defamation lawsuits. Bobby, you need to know, not everyone named Kyle is a jerk.
What's this guy's name?
Kyle. Yeah, his name is Timothy.
Oh.
But yes, not everyone named Kyle is a jerk.
I didn't
right.
say that. Most would be fair to say, right?
Oh, there's the class action again. Oh, well.
Strike one.
Strike one? Okay. Strike one.
And Mel, I need to point out as well that your GPA, of course, was M.
Duly noted.
But if it translates numerically, you're actually pretty good.
Along those same lines, Nan, your middle school grades were not that awesome. Your GPA was clearly worse than Mel's.
I like to make paintings.
Especially in chemistry.
Jim, I have to wonder about this whole Chris Rock theory. I can't see a girl named St. Petersburg ending up being a hooker.
Tampa. Don't forget St. Peter. It's Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Oh, I see. That makes a lot more sense.
Says the man who feigns ignorance of hookers.
I don't know about names like Debbie, Marilyn, and Susie. Seems like they would look great in a nurse's outfit.
Ooh, Debbie in Dallas. I get it.
Yeah.
Again, says the man who feigns ignorance and hookers. But I'm liking where you're going.
Yeah, okay, well, I actually have a factual issue to point out. Kate, it turns out that some people do take the SAT at age 13. Duke University ran a study in the 80s to see if young children who had not been exposed to the algebra that's on the SAT could actually complete it without being taught it.
The results being?
They couldn't.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Wow.
Shocked and amazed.
And Jim, I need to point out to the viewers at home that by age 35, of course, you had 15 years in at the car wash, so it's no wonder you lost your ambition to move up from tires to windows.
Yeah, that's true. And plus, the skin cancer is getting to me. You know, just being out in the sun all day, the sunscreen wears off. You look like a prune. You know? But, yeah. Hey, we got a minute left, Timothy. So what else we got?
I have to wonder about this idea that a name has some determining force on one's life. I mean, these studies did not seem to be all that scientifically based, right? Did they really follow people around to see if somebody named Winner actually won all the time, or if kids just called him a wiener?
Wiener?
Carlos Danger. Carlos Danger. Come on. Don't.
That sounds like somebody you're calling 911 on all the time.
Somebody should.
Oh, well, I keep getting texts from this guy. I just never answer him. All right, Timothy, we are done with the show. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the panel. Thank you very much for the crew. Thank you for watching. Later.